Hey you guys, it's Friday and I hope you're having a good start to your weekend. I haven't posted a Financial Friday video in a really long time, so I decided to just pop in and talk a little bit about our financial situation, how things have changed, how our budget has changed, how we're doing finances, and all of that good stuff. I am in the car, so I do apologize if the lighting goes in and out and stuff like that. And I'm actually going to try to make this video as quick as possible. So we have had a lot of changes in our finances. I've posted a few videos about the changes we've gone through. I told you guys that our emergency fund was gone, that we had a lot of medical expenses. Steven also had to change jobs, and so we really went through a budget and financial rehaul. I told you guys a few months ago that we were planning to sell our house, buy land, and build another house in my hometown because I wanted to be closer to my family before we started a family. For those of you who know, if you've been with my channel for a while, you know, it's just me and Steven. We don't have any children. And I left home when I was 18. Yeah, I went to college when I was 18. And I've pretty much been gone away from home until last year when I told y'all that we were moving back and selling the house. So we decided, well, really, I wanted to move close to my family so that when we had children, I would be comfortable leaving my children with my family, because all of my family pretty much lives in the same place. One of my aunties lives in Michigan, but my other aunties and uncles, they live, you know, pretty close by in like the next city. My grandparents, all of my grandparents live in the same town. My mom and my sisters, my dad, they all live in the same city. So I wanted to be close to these people. So I wanted to move back to my hometown so that I wouldn't have to worry about leaving my children with anyone when that time came. And that time has not come yet. We're just making preparation right now. And when the time comes, I'm going to share it with you guys. So don't worry about that. So our financial situation, Steven, we're still basically living off of one income. We have not changed our budget template. We still go by the priority method. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I will list all the videos down below that are pertaining to our finances so that you can catch up if you want to. Some of our priorities have changed. Our envelope system has changed. We now have only 5 envelopes in the envelope system, and we decided to put the rest of our savings in a designated savings account so that we wouldn't have so much money on hand, because we were having envelopes for our vacations, future plans, all that type of stuff, and it was in our house. We do still have emergency money on hand. We do still go by the cash system, but our envelope system has just, you know, I've dwindled it down to just 5 envelopes. Those 5 envelopes are spending, and I put our date night money into spending, groceries, tithes and offering, lawn and auto. So that's groceries, spending, tithes and offering, lawn and auto, and what is the other one? Did I say groceries? Oh, lawn and auto, maybe. I think they're separate because they're 2 separate things. In the summertime, we have to keep our lawn up, and all year round, we have to keep our cars serviced. So, is that right? That doesn't feel right. I don't think that's right. Okay, it's groceries, spending, which includes our dates, tithes and offering, which is another envelope, lawn and auto, which is the 4th envelope, and vacations, that's the 4th one. Vacation spending money is the 4th envelope. So, I mean the 5th envelope. Those are our 5 envelopes in the envelope system. So I will go into detail about that if you guys want to see an updated one, but it's pretty much the same thing. We just use 5 envelopes instead of the 5 envelopes I keep in my purse and then separate ones. Our budgeting is the same. I pay bills the same. I still use my my planner to write out all the bills that we have that need to be paid. I pay them as they are needed, and then once they're paid, I write them down in my planner that they are paid. And so that's pretty much how I do that. Let me see what else. We did move, obviously. We moved from our house in one town and we moved to the place I grew up in, and we actually moved into a house that my parents gifted to us. They were using this house as a rental property. When we told them that we wanted to sell our house and build another house, they told us that we could live in this house until we decided what we wanted to do. So we are living in that house, and my parents, even before we decided that we wanted to live in this house, my parents had already told me that this house would be a part of my inheritance. My parents have 6 children, 6 girls. They own land and some businesses and things like that. And they've just about separated our things out already so that we know what we are responsible for. So there are certain things that we already know that they are going to leave to us, God forbid, when they pass on. So this rental property was already a part of my inheritance, and I already knew that it was a part of my inheritance. So when I told them that I wanted to move back and build a house, they told me that when the tenants moved out of that house, I could just go ahead and take it and do whatever I wanted to do with it. So that's what we're doing right now. We're trying to decide what our next move is. We don't have a I don't know if we really have a set plan that I can share with you guys right now. There are 3 options that we are considering, and you guys feel more than free to just, comment down below and tell me what you think we should do or what would be your choice to do. The first option is to build a house in the neighborhood that we really, really, really want to live in. The second option would be to buy a house somewhere, because the neighborhood that we want to live in, there aren't really any houses available to buy. It's a really, really nice neighborhood where like the well-to-do people live, and there's actually only 1 lot left available in the entire neighborhood. And we were actually going back and forth with the bank to buy the land, get the house built, and all of that right before Steven had to change his job. So we put that on hold, but we've still been in contact with the person who owns the land and everything. So that would be another option. And the third option would be to build onto the house that we are currently living in, completely renovated, and just stay there. And that would mean that we would be mortgage free. We'd be completely mortgage free, because the house that we're living in was built by my great uncle, and then my dad bought it from him for a little of nothing, and now him and my mom have gifted it to us for absolutely nothing. So we have inherited this house, and it's in a nice place. We are close to people, close to our family, of course. Our neighbors are really nice, sweet ladies, and families. They're really nice. So we are just talking about what we're going to do from this point. So that's just kind of, in a nutshell of our finances right now, where we are building our savings. We are doing everything that we can to have money. And now we are already trying to enjoy, because like for the past year, we haven't taken any vacations. We haven't done anything extra. We've just been trying to save and be modest, because for a while we really didn't have any extra money. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. We didn't have any extra money. We were kind of, living from paycheck to paycheck, trying to figure out what we were going to do. And then Steven got something solid, and so now we're able to start over on a solid foundation. and we've actually been able to start over for a while now, maybe like a year. And so this is just where we are. We want to just get our lives together so that we can start a family. We definitely do not want to bring children into a shaky foundation financial wise, because we just don't feel like that's right. We don't want anyone else to, take care of our children, whether it's the government or our family, even though we know, we are looking forward to the free childcare. But, other than that, what I mean. I think y'all understand what I'm saying. So this is just to get you guys caught up on our financial situation. And from this point on, the Financial Friday videos will be any tips that I've learned from this point, because there are some things that I have learned along the way that I will share with you guys. Some things that I thought really worked for us that I found out did not work for us. And if you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. If you have any suggestions that you want me to elaborate on, leave those down below. I am very open to video ideas, and I've already been talking for 11 minutes. I intended this video to be like 5 minutes long, y'all. So that's pretty much it. Please go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed to this channel and you're interested in more financial videos, or you're interested to know where we go from here, or you just want to follow along in this journey with us. I would love to have you as a part of my YouTube family. And until next time, you guys, I will talk to y'all later on. Bye, guys.